And due to unforeseen circumstances, my co-host Don Lucha Cobra had to leave the commentary booth, but replacing him right now, for my luck, is Mark Simmons. Welcome, Mark.
Oh, hello, Sly. Glad to be here.
And you're here just in time for the main event of the evening, which pits the Canadian Rebel against his former nemesis from Wrestling New Classic, Yoshihiro Tajiri!
Yes, this is going to be awesome.
We have seen these two face off against each other before, even on Finnish soil, but I have been looking forward to this match for ages now, Mark.
This is a rematch of a rematch of a rematch.
Yoshihiro Tajiri of WWE, ECW, what have you fame,
all of that,
has made his way to Rauma, Finland, to the delight of Riku Forsström and the audience on hand. What a match we have ahead of us, Mark Simmons.
Yes.
And the bell has been rung, and look at these two.
Look at the focus of these two competitors here.
Two veterans of the game. The respect inside the ring will be massive as these two go off against each other. And they take the start of the match very slow.
Both men just patient, taking their time.
The audience has been waiting all evening to see this matchup take place, and we have it in our hands right now as StarBuck is making his way towards Tajiri slowly. Look at them jockeying for position. Collar elbow lockup right now. StarBuck pushing Yoshihiro Tajiri into the ropes.
They know exactly each other's tricks.
Referee Dylan keeping the fight straight and counting the wrestlers out of the ropes. And we're back to the middle of the ring.
Oh,
quick spin by Tajiri right there.
Don't turn your back.
Both fighters remain very respectful towards each other. Collar elbow lockup again. StarBuck has the back right now. Rear waist lock, but look at Yoshihiro Tajiri. Will not panic at all in this situation. Tajiri, I think he has about 30 years under his belt.
When you have that kind of experience, you don't panic.
That's true. You know what's coming. Even if you have faced or haven't faced your opponent before. StarBuck with a snapmare taking Tajiri over into a rear chin lock.
I think this might or might not be their 7th match together here against each other.
History buff Mark Simmons next to me here. It's good to have a commentary partner who knows a little bit about the industry.
Oh, Sly, I have a very brilliant mind.
Tajiri here taking a little bit of time outside and greeting the audience here, who must be delighted at the opportunity as well.
He's got some friends over there.
Tajiri, the last time he was in Finland, I think might have been around 2010, 2009?
2000, I want to say February 2010.
And here, saying hello to Riku Forsström, the co-promoter of this event.
Yes, what a wonderful guy.
Riku Forsström, who specifically asked Yoshihiro Tajiri to appear in the event.
Absolutely.
And luckily we have this world-class star with us tonight.
And I'm glad Riku gets to see what he wanted.
Riku, the audience, and us included. Back in the ring right now. Test the strength. StarBuck also has faced Tajiri in Japanese soil, from what I understand.
Numerous times, in fact, yes.
Drop toe hold takes Tajiri over. Slow, methodical matchup so far.
This is going to be a very, extremely even matchup.
StarBuck with control over Tajiri for a second right there. Tajiri taking him over with a modified drop toe hold using his body and arms.
This is what I mean.
Rather than his legs. And has control over the back of StarBuck right now in the mat.
I mean, both men know each other so very well.
Stretching his arms to the back for a surfboard hold. What is he going for here now?
Oh, stretching even more.
Stretching his arms, and that will not do good for the neck of StarBuck. Tajiri showing some masterful moves right there for the Canadian Rebel.
He's definitely not panicking. Yeah, he's just enjoying the sun.
And what a beautiful day we have here at Rauma, coming to an end after this matchup.
Beautiful weather.
A fine main event for such a great event. And the audience still delighted to see these two face off against each other. StarBuck taking Tajiri down to the canvas here. Maybe applying some sort of an armbar.
Oh, no.
I think he maybe was going for a Oklahoma roll there, but unfortunately ended up underneath Tajiri. Tajiri, quite the technician inside the ring.
Exactly.
Most likely knew what was coming ahead and switched his body around and now has control over StarBuck. Going for a hammerlock behind his back. StarBuck fighting back still.
See, they just know each other so well.
And there we go.
Oh.
Tajiri,
Oh, look at that. Just applying more pressure.
I think he's rolling back to apply more pressure onto the hammerlock right there.
Yeah.
Now step over armbar or Kimura. There we go.
Oh.
The armbar from Yoshihiro Tajiri, and StarBuck makes his way to the ropes, which means Yoshihiro Tajiri has to let go of the hold. Not before kicking him in the head, though.
Smart move here.
Maybe Tajiri trying to light a little fire under StarBuck's ass here.
That could be.
And the respectful crowd on hand giving their adulation to the wrestlers.
Take your time, catch your breath, and get back in.
StarBuck coming up with a little bit of a different game plan maybe in the outside. Taking a moment here to visualize his approach.
Yeah.
Back in the ring right now, referee Dylan asking them to lock horns again. Tajiri figuring out what to do next here. Collar elbow lockup. StarBuck with some variations of holds and now has a hammerlock over Yoshihiro Tajiri.
How are you going to surprise your opponents?
They know each other very well, and I don't really have an answer for that, Mark Simmons.
Exactly. You can't surprise him.
Tajiri once again with a rear chin lock over StarBuck on the canvas. Is he going for maybe a Rings of Saturn style move here?
That's painful.
That'll easily pop your shoulder out of the joint.
Absolutely.
Very unfortunate for StarBuck if that was to happen.
Oh, man.
In agony on the ground right now, and look at Yoshihiro Tajiri, the determination on his face right there. Pinfall one.
No.
Only a one count. StarBuck quick to kick out of it.
No, you gotta do more than that.
And Tajiri once again in the outside.
Now he's catching a breather.
For the delight of the audience, they get to see him up close like this.
Probably rethinking his strategy here.
The Japanese Buzzsaw, Yoshihiro Tajiri. Over 30 years of experience.
Did he bring a buzzsaw?
Hopefully not. I hope for StarBuck.
My God.
Outside of his kicks, that's where he gets the Buzzsaw nickname from.
Oh, smart. Taking his time.
We're about to see a few
Oh,
of
look
those
at
kicks.
this. This is some mind games going on here.
Oh, Tajiri.
This is psychology, man.
Tajiri is saying he's leading the event. No, StarBuck is chasing after him.
This is pure psychology. Look at that.
Playing peekaboo with StarBuck in the outside right now. I think referee Dylan is a little bit
Mind games here.
confused about the situation as well. He tried to get StarBuck counted out of the match.
Exactly.
I think this is just Tajiri playing with StarBuck, though.
Absolutely.
This is not how he wants to win the match in any case.
This is just mind games.
StarBuck back inside the ring right now, and there we see the kicks of Yoshihiro Tajiri coming into play.
Back to action.
Some chops onto the neck of StarBuck. And now the action is starting to heat up as we have strikes in the ring.
Is that karate or judo or fujitsu? What is that?
Fujitsu. And now Irish whip rope to rope.
Ooh.
Goes for a clothesline. Tajiri with those nasty kicks once again. That's where he gets the nickname Japanese Buzzsaw from.
I see what you mean, Sly.
High power buzzsaw kicks onto the neck,
Good grief.
legs, and back of the Canadian Rebel.
Oh.
Knife edge chop. But Tajiri, Irish whipping StarBuck. StarBuck reverses it. Sleeps. Now back with a rolling kapow kick.
Kapow!
Surprising. Kapow, exactly. Surprising Tajiri,
Goodness. Straight in the kisser.
who is down on the canvas right now near the ring apron.
Look out, look out.
StarBuck in with a, what is he going for here? Maybe an elbow strike to the
I know
chest.
what's coming.
Boom!
Oh.
Elbow strike to the chest and throat of the Japanese Buzzsaw Tajiri.
Tajiri in trouble here.
And one to the neck as well.
Front and back.
StarBuck in control of the situation right now.
Uh-oh.
Banging!
Boom.
Tajiri's face and upper body onto the hardest part of the ring.
Exactly.
Tajiri in agony inside the ring. Keeps grasping his neck. Maybe some damage done already.
What is StarBuck doing here?
StarBuck on the second rope.
Oh.
Bionic elbow to the back of the neck from the second rope by the Canadian Rebel StarBuck. Pinfall.
Is this it?
One.
No.
Only a one count.
Wow, look at that.
Tajiri kicking out before the count of two right there. StarBuck showing the audience that he thought it was a 2 count at least.
You gotta do more than that.
Now rolling Tajiri over and under. Reverse neck breaker by the Rebel StarBuck, going for another pin. 1, 2. Two count only.
He's clearly working his neck here.
And StarBuck telling the referee Dylan to count a little faster. Keep your counts straight. StarBuck in control of the situation right now.
Oh,
Knee drop. And that was to the back of the skull
again, just working his neck.
of Yoshihiro Tajiri. He's in trouble right now. StarBuck still in control. Now grabbing the head of Tajiri up from the mat. Big strike taking down the Japanese Buzzsaw once
Devastating
again.
blow there.
StarBuck showing his dominance inside the ring right now.
My goodness.
Running the ropes again. Going for an elbow drop on Tajiri, but Tajiri out of the way.
In the nick of time, I would say.
In the nick of time, and look at this! The Buzzsaw with his mean kicks once again. I have talked to StarBuck prior to the matchup that what he fears most about Tajiri is those kicks, and now we see more of them right now.
I believe you.
He says that every time he gets kicked like that, it feels like a baseball bat coming at him.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tajiri pushing StarBuck out of the ring right now. Looks like the tide of events have turned.
Tajiri's legs are like weapons.
Banging StarBuck's hand and wrist on the ring apron right there.
Methodically just destroying every part of StarBuck.
Methodical approach, like you said, and it's a good game plan because the less body parts StarBuck has to use, the more advantage it gives for Tajiri.
Oh, look at that. Using the ring ropes as a weapon.
Using the ring ropes as a weapon, bending StarBuck's arm back on the ropes right there. And Tajiri seems a little proud about himself.
Yeah, very confident here.
Now using that ring post to his advantage. Trying to maybe pull the arm of StarBuck out of its socket right there.
I think he just wants to cause damage to that single arm.
Both men inside the ring, pinfall, 1.
No.
Only a 1 count. The Rebel kick it out before the count of 2.
Oh my god, those
and
kicks.
another one of those diabolical kicks.
Jeez.
By Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Again, working that arm. Back on that arm.
He's staying on that arm of StarBuck right now and listen
Goodness.
to the Rebel screaming in agony.
Ow, ow, ow.
Using his body weight to push StarBuck onto the canvas. Reverse armbar.
Oh.
That's terrifying. That's terrifying right there. Oh,
Man.
bending back to snap the arm and shoulder of StarBuck once again.
He is hell-bent on breaking that arm.
The referee Dylan right close to the action, checking on StarBuck whether or not he wants to quit.
He's not quitting.
I don't think that's going to be the situation right here.
He's got to do more than that.
StarBuck trying to roll out of the way, but Tajiri smartly pushing his body back.
Smart move.
Staying on the offense right here.
Oh man, I can only imagine the pain.
And now look at him.
Oh god.
Bending that arm back even further, and StarBuck trying to make it to the ropes. Will he? He has grabbed the bottom rope, which means that Tajiri has to let go of the hold.
Oh.
Inside the count of 5.
How busted is that arm and shoulder
It
right
does
now?
not look good for StarBuck right now.
Oh,
He keeps
man.
holding on to that arm of his.
My goodness.
Maybe broken bones already. Who knows,
Just
Mark
caused some
Simmons?
serious damage.
StarBuck slow to make his way back to the ring, and look at that. He keeps pointing onto his shoulder.
Yeah.
Has it already popped out of its place?
It's got to be injured somehow.
And
more of
Tajiri
those
won't
kicks.
let him inside, just keeps kicking StarBuck with those mean buzzsaw kicks of his. Is he going for a pinfall right here? I don't know what he was
Not
going
like
for
that.
there. That was
Not
kind of
like
like he was
that.
pointing to the arm of StarBuck to the
sir.
referee. And keeps on working that arm of his. StarBuck trying to fight back. Some blows to the midsection and face of Tajiri.
Nope.
But look at that.
Man.
Tajiri quick to get back into that arm, and one of those kicks directly onto the
Goodness.
injured arm.
Now
Pinfall.
what?
1, 2.
No.
StarBuck still
And
kicking out.
straight to that arm again.
Straight to that arm again. Is that a Kimura lock, by the way?
Seems like it.
Yoshihiro Tajiri bending that injured arm of StarBuck back with a Kimura. StarBuck trying to find his way out of the canvas still.
But this is a great strategy. I mean, if you cannot surprise him, just break his arm.
And now both of them wailing into each other with some heavy strikes. And there
again.
comes one of those kicks
Oh my
once
God.
again. Tajiri just relentlessly kicking and injuring that arm of StarBuck. With StarBuck up on the second rope. No! Flying clothesline taking down the Japanese Buzzsaw Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Desperation move. there.
Desperation move, but maybe giving StarBuck just that little extra something he needs to get back in the fight. And now both men down on the canvas and the audience on hand just showing their respect and enjoyment of the match.
StarBuck needs to recoup and catch a breath.
Referee Dylan, seeing as both men are down on the canvas right now, starts at the 10 count, which means the wrestlers need to get out of the mat. Rebel StarBuck answering with some strikes of his own. Ooh, look at referee Dylan
this is
recoiling
turning
back on
into a
those hits
fight.
right here. Both men laid it on to each other.
This is a slugfest.
StarBuck Irish whipping Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Look out.
A strike to the midsection. And a Russian leg sweep from the Canadian Rebel.
Picture perfect.
Pinfall 1, 2. 2 count only. Tajiri still in the fight, kicking out of that pinfall right there. And Canadian Rebel
goodness.
with a sight backbreaker, taking down the Japanese Buzzsaw.
I knew it was going to be an even matchup, but
Where is StarBuck now on the second rope? Shades of Bret Hart right there with that elbow drop from the second rope. 1, 2. Yoshihiro Tajiri still kicking out of the
Still not
pinfall
enough.
right there.
Still not enough.
Beautiful elbow drop executed by StarBuck from the second rope.
Man.
Tajiri trying to claw his way back up to his feet inside the corner right there, and in comes StarBuck with a back elbow
Like a cannonball.
like a cannonball. Now telling the audience that
Up he
he's
goes.
about to get back up on the top rope right now.
Risky.
But look
risky.
at that!
Oh,
Yoshihiro
what a
Tajiri
high
with a kick to the head of StarBuck, who was on the second rope at
You
that
see
time.
that height on that kick?
Quite bendy from Tajiri.
Wow.
And slaps StarBuck onto his head, makes his way to the top as well.
Not
Is
a
he going
good
for
spot.
maybe a superplex from the top right now?
Not a good spot for StarBuck here.
Chopping StarBuck on the back of the head, but StarBuck fighting back with some forearm strike to the face of Tajiri.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
And Tajiri on the canvas right now. Referee Dylan checking up on Tajiri right here as StarBuck is on the top rope. What is he gonna come up with here?
Careful, careful, careful.
And in the air right now. Oh, he was
my
going
God.
for a double axe handle, but
Another
Yoshihiro
kick.
Tajiri answering
One,
with a buzzsaw kick. 2. Not
How
a 3 count. I thought that was
close
already gonna
was
be it.
That, how close was that?
Tajiri surprising the Canadian Rebel with a buzzsaw kick to the midsection. What is he setting up here?
More kicks, more kicks.
A kick.
Oh, look at
No,
that.
I think StarBuck
Wow.
actually using his arm to protect his face and head at that time. Going for a pile driver. No.
No.
Is he going for a butterfly suplex maybe?
Going for it? No.
But Tajiri still fighting back. Not getting up there. Now with the arm bar.
Oh, excellent
Beautiful
maneuver.
takeover by Yoshihiro Tajiri. And once again, a Kimura lock on StarBuck.
Man.
StarBuck's arm must be hurting and burning after the torture has gone throughout this matchup.
It could be broken.
Very well so, Mark Simmons. Trying to fight his way out of the move. That's actually pinfall. Referee checking it right there.
How the hell do you get out of that?
And Tajiri letting go of that arm right now because StarBuck was in the ropes. And
Yeah.
StarBuck, look at him.
He is in
Still
pain.
hurting from
serious,
that one.
Serious pain, Sly.
Tajiri
Oh,
with some
God.
mean kicks once again.
My goodness.
Attacking StarBuck. Irish whip corner to corner. StarBuck reversing it, but Tajiri with an arm ringer
Back
on
to
that
that arm.
injured arm once again. Now to the corner goes Tajiri.
Oh,
Super
kick right
by
in the
the
corner.
Canadian Rebel, and that has to be the one to take him back inside the fight right now.
Pin the man.
Tajiri face down on the canvas right now.
Go, pin the man.
And look at that, is StarBuck maybe setting up the finish for the match?
This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it.
Telling the crowd he might be going for his patented piledriver move to finish the matchup. Tajiri in the position for a piledriver right here. Gets him up and kicks StarBuck in the head. Look at this. Goes for a Buzzsaw kick, but StarBuck.
Atomic drop
on
man.
Tajiri now going for a piledriver perhaps. He tries to get him up but still can't. And a big back body drop takes StarBuck over to the canvas. Tajiri still escaping that piledriver from StarBuck.
He's
Look at this. Goes for a kick again. Pushes Tajiri into the rope and green missed by Tajiri. And look at StarBuck's face.
He must be blinded. Straight to the side of the head.
And Tajiri with that kick and now going for the pinfall. That must be it. 1, 2, 3!
Wow!
The winner of this beautiful main event is the Japanese Buzzsaw, Yoshihiro Tajiri. And referee Dylan here checking on StarBuck. Where did that green mist come from?
The referee completely missed it.
As Yoshihiro Tajiri bounces off to the referee Dylan here, he has just a nick of time to spray some green mist onto the face of the Canadian Rebel StarBuck. And using that mist and the buzzsaw kick to the head of StarBuck, he gets the 1, 2, 3, and the winner of this match, Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Might I say a well-deserved victory here.
Fantastic fight put together by these two veterans of the game. And what a matchup we've witnessed here, Mark Simmons.
Absolutely, this is to be expected.
Wrestle Aid in Rauma draws to a conclusion here as the winner of the match right there, Yoshihiro Tajiri in the pictures. And will we still see a handshake of respect by these two?
I hope so. StarBuck is just blinded here.
StarBuck cowering in the corner right there after being stricken in the face. But look at that. I think Yoshihiro Tajiri offering a handshake of respect and friendship
gesture here
to StarBuck in the corner. Will StarBuck take it?
No.
Still going for it. And yes, we have the handshake.
Nice.
Mutual honor and respect between these two veterans of the game, and rightly so. The audience on hand showing their respect for these two. And look at that. The Canadian Rebel shows that the winner of this match, Yoshihiro Tajiri.
What a match.
Beautiful matchup, and that was it for Wrestle Aid. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.